Okay. Good morning, guys. It's Wednesday, and I don't know actually what time it is. It's 7:45. I woke up early this morning, inadvertently. Yesterday I slept in so sweetly. There are just mornings where the bed is so comfortable, but this morning, for whatever reason, I woke up probably at like 6 and couldn't get back to sleep, but it gives me a chance to come out here and have my coffee and like actually enjoy the morning, which is something I have not been doing much of lately. If you guys remember me and like vlogging this time last year, oh my gosh, I was up here watching the sunrise every single day. Me and Bruce would like sit on top of the fence. I would film the sunrise, I would read my book, I would like claim the morning for myself. No, none of that is happening. I am just trying to listen to my body the best that I can, and truth be told, I don't feel that awesome today. I'm just presenting reality for reality's sake here, but yeah, I just don't feel super awesome. I'm like drinking my coffee and I still feel like I have like heartburn from last night, and I'm just like, okay, so now I'm supposed to eat on top of that? And also, excuse me, something I'm aiming to, solve for today is the fact that my doctor apparently called in some kind of fancy medication that might cost me an arm and a leg for heartburn that my dermatologist, oddly enough, told me was like a game changer for her when she was pregnant, but Walgreens never gave me any kind of alert that it had been filled. So I have to go and like hunt down where the communication broke down on that today. And I'm hoping to get a video film today. If I can like, I don't know, if I can rally. I just need to get my energy about me and I guess force some breakfast down and stuff like that. But yeah, it kind of hit me that not to get too real on you guys, but my original due date from my original pregnancy was, what's the date today? Today's the 12th, so it's 3 days ago. That's why I feel so restless and like I should already be done. It's because I should have had a baby a few days ago, but now we still have 11 weeks. So yeah, I think I said it on my main channel. I understand that my circumstances are better than a lot of people's, and I'm very lucky and very grateful, but I still can't help but feel like my body expected something, you know. There was just this like weird moment, this weird blip in my life. Oh, both kibbies. Yeah, hi guys. Wow. I guess Bruce finally came home. He was out all night being a turd. But yeah, learned to temper my plans for the day based on the pattern of energy level that I have observed recently. I'm just really limited. So I'm going to enjoy my coffee. Hi guys. It's now 5 p.m. You're like, well, what have you been doing all day? Nothing. I have been sitting right here working my regular client marketing job. I really wanted to get a video film today, but I just have to face the fact that certain things are just not possible. They're not possible all the time. Because if I get on camera, you know, like sunshiny main channel video and try and be present when I feel like I feel right now, it comes through. Everybody knows that I'm miserable. And today, what was on the menu? Nausea. A change in pace. I haven't had nausea since like week 16, except for when they put me on a really, really nasty antibiotic for a while. But yeah, I was like sitting there talking to my mom today, and I was like, oh, okay, so I'm gonna have nausea now. Cool. Awesome. So, who knows? It's just a barrel of monkeys over here, but my mom is really sweet. She was like, we need to get you a project. I was like, maybe Mia, right. I'm actually about to go for a walk. This is the first time I put clothes on all day. Dipped my robe in the toilet earlier, just having a banner day. She helped me pick out a knitting pattern. If you guys don't have the context, my mom used to own a yarn store that she closed last year, I want to say, which lucky her, wouldn't be doing super well right now anyway. But she, you know, is obviously still really passionate about it. And I guess she closed it 2 years ago because she was actually teaching knitting and fiber arts at the local middle school this past year. So, you know, still hands in it and everything like that. And she still loves it. And anyway, I'm not a great knitter. I'm kind of a stressed out knitter, and I pull the yarn really tight and like cut off the circulation on my fingers. So she suggested that I teach myself continental knitting instead of the other one, English? I don't know. But either way, gonna give that a whirl. And so she picked out a baby blanket pattern for me that's very pretty and very easy. And she's just gonna go kind of, you know, shop her own stash of yarn and needles and everything and kind of send me a little care package. And hopefully I'll have something that will just make me feel a little bit more productive than being pathetic and watching Project Runway while I just feel like absolute and total garbage. I don't know if this is good content for a vlog. This is why I don't vlog, is because I'm scared people are gonna be like, this is a really big bummer, Kackie. I know that in hindsight, this is all going to feel like it took no time at all. But right now, I don't know. It feels very, very, very long. So I'm going to go at least get my body moving around a little bit, put on a podcast, and just, it's really, really hot outside. I'm going to wise up and bring a water bottle this time, ice water, and just go tucker myself out and at least give my day some purpose other than typing things into Excel boxes all day, which is what I did today. So yeah. I will probably carry this vlog out for a couple more days just because I don't want to vlog boring, sad things. I'll just show you guys the highlights. Well, hello. I look a little different. I also only have eye makeup on one eye right now because I had to test the wash off of a new mascara for a video going up on my channel today. And I'm also really on the fence about this lip. But anyway, I wanted to share a couple of things with you guys. One of them is the monster that is in our garage. And I know it sounds like I'm exaggerating, but I'm not really exaggerating. So, you know, we've been getting lots of really great stuff in the mail from people who love us, who, you know, we're very, very grateful for all of the baby stuff that we've been getting. We just got our car seats, and we got our crib mattress and everything like that. All those things come in boxes. I will explain after I show you the heaving monster that is living in our garage. Oh no. Oh no. It just goes on and on and on. And this is just the big stuff. We have like little stuff that we also have like in our recycler and stuff like that, but it's like kind of really starting to stress Mike out having this huge pile of boxes. I know what pretty much any reasonable person would think. They would say, there's some kind of infrastructure to manage things like that where you live right now. You live in a regular neighborhood. You know, public recycling pickup. Our recycling pickup is every 2 weeks, and we make enough recycling in every 2 weeks that we fill our recycling bin easily. Yeah, especially between me getting so many, like, you know, PR packages and stuff. Aside from occasionally when there's a little bit of room in our next door neighbor's recycling bin and they let us use it, and we just kind of like get to top it off with a couple of boxes. The thing that we typically would do under these circumstances, especially when we were moving and things like that, another time where we were buying a lot of furniture and, you know, ending up with a lot of cardboard boxes, is that there is this place in town called Austin Resource Recovery, and they don't just take cardboard, they take a bunch of stuff, pretty much anything that is like reusable or recyclable or worth saving, including like certain styrofoam packing and things like that. And as long as it's clean, you can go and drop it off and sort it, and they're very cool about just, you know, accepting that. Well, they're closed like indefinitely, because of the virus. And you go there and they're not open, obviously, to the public, but there's a sign outside that says, you know, you can make an appointment. So we tried to follow directions. And Mike got on the phone and he tried to make an appointment, and he was sent through a whole bunch of prompts that basically said that, you know, we're not accepting drop-offs right now through the normal channels, and we're not planning on reopening anytime soon. You're going to need to rely on bulk pickup, but you can organize a pickup. You can ask for a pickup and just put it outside and we'll come pick it up. And we're like, great, that's even easier. Well, when he went further down the prompt rabbit hole and tried to organize a pickup and schedule it with them, he reached a voicemail box that was full. And granted, as far as government and municipal mailboxes being full, it's definitely not like the largest tragedy in the world. You know, I'm not on hold trying to get an unemployment check, for example. There are bigger fish to fry in this crisis, but we do still have a heaving monster in our garage. And there's nothing we can do about it. There's literally nothing we can do about it. I mean, we could burn it. That's terrible. We would never do that. But basically, you know, we're kind of left with this wait and see approach, and, you know, kind of like shove it piecemeal in to the recycling bin every 2 weeks, and maybe wait for like the bulk collection actual time, because there's like a couple times a year where they come do bulk collection. But usually they say that you can't put recycling out. That's usually for things like, you know, furniture, trees, things like that. So yeah, maybe we need to call like Waste Management. Believe it or not, Waste Management they used to be a client of mine. They're privately owned. And so they will do those kinds of pickups that, you know, aren't, I guess, controlled by whatever, you know, snafu and logjam is happening at the Austin Resource Recovery, and probably be able to recycle it. So maybe that's the thing that we should do. If you guys have any experience with anything like that, let me know. We're willing to pay the money. It's just there's no channels for us to go through right now. So yeah, that's probably what will end up happening. But figured I would share the side effects of all the things that we've been receiving. And we actually have gotten a few more things that I will unpack and kind of show you guys in a little bit. Hey guys, so I just went and got the mail and everything, and got a bunch of cute stuff from some friends and family for baby, and I'll show that to you guys in a little bit. But first, you guys have been very adamantly asking for an update on our nightmare neighbors that I talked about from the last video. So if you haven't watched that video, they kind of inaugurated their living here by throwing a gigantic party until like 3:30 in the morning. It was just like, welcome to the neighborhood. And since then, I haven't seen them. Mike said that he saw people and like can confirm that, you know, someone moved in, and there have been lights on inside the building, but no one's been in the backyard. The workers that typically work for the home building company were there mowing their lawn today. So I don't know, like that struck me as a little bit weird. We thought for a little while maybe it was like a vacation rental situation, like an Airbnb or something, and someone had just rented it out to throw a party. But typically we would get an alert in the mail that says so. You know, it's like, hey, like they have to usually send you something in the mail to let you know that a vacation rental has been, you know, approved or established or applied for or whatever in your neighborhood, especially if it's like right by you. It's kind of a boring update, but I even, you know, I go on like these little power walks, you know, and I'll walk by that house and everything is just shuttered up. There are no cars outside or anything, so they must be parking in the garage. I don't know, but so far that's kind of the update. There isn't really much to it, but I'm grateful. Like, you know, when Saturday night came and went and I just slept through the night, A+. A+ for that development. So we just ordered Chipotle for dinner because, you guys, like, it's just no creativity left in my body for food. I'm so excited. I wrote my mom like a thank you note for everything. It's like stupid to try and put in a note, but having to do with sending us a whole bunch of stuff for, you know, the baby and everything. And I told her, I said, I'm so excited that you're going to be here when I have the baby, because I can't wait to eat the food that my mom cooks and actually be able to enjoy it, because every single thing that I eat is horrible right now. Like, everything gives me heartburn. I reached out to my doctor. I don't know if I told you guys this. They wrote me a prescription for Dexilant, and then I did tell you guys this. Pregnancy brain strikes again. I thought I had explained it and I hadn't. So I called Walgreens that day, and they said that they were going to fill it, but my insurance didn't cover it. And I was like, oh, that's a bummer. How much is it without insurance? And they were like, $379. I was like, guess I'm gonna have heartburn. So I don't know who's paying that for that, because I've got pretty good insurance. I don't know who is covering it, but yeah, that is the missing part of the story. Yeah, so follow up to the thing about it being like almost $400, and I wrote back and I was like, well, is there anything else? And then they just recommended a bunch of over-the-counter stuff that I'd already tried, and I was like, is that really it? Is that everything that's on the market? Is the one that I have that makes me really, really, really catatonically tired, that they want me to take like 3 to 4 times a day, which is just like not feasible. I would be like, you know, Otessa Moshfegh, just like, you know, my year of rest and relaxation, sleep my way through to my due date. Honestly, it doesn't sound that unappealing to me. But other than that, you know, they're like, what about Tums? I'm like, we blew past Tums a long time ago. So, yeah, that kind of level of misery. My mother experienced the same level of misery in both of her pregnancies. And I said, Mom, when you had the baby, did the heartburn go away? Because I've heard from at least one viewer, they're like, I still have it, you know, it never left me. And I just, you know, in my mind, it's because my stomach is so small and it's so like, you know, pushed up that like the food just doesn't have anywhere to go. My mom goes, when I got done giving birth to you, I had her brother, my uncle. She goes, I had him bring me a Whopper and a Bloody Mary. So I would say, yeah, the heartburn went away right away. And I was like, my body is ready. So yeah, oh, Bloody Mary. Oh, that sounds so good, doesn't it? Oh, a Bloody Mary. I used to be invincible. Gluten intolerance looks like nothing now. That everything gives me heartburn, and I'm talking like leaning over gives me heartburn. Oh, and this morning, you know, I woke up because you're so dehydrated. You wake up and you're so dehydrated because when you wake up in the middle of the night, you don't want to chug water because you'll be up all night peeing. It's infuriating, and it's not like, oh, it's inconvenient to get up and pee, how annoying, I just want to sleep. It's like, no, because you're constantly kind of trying to force that last little bit of pee out while you have a baby like sitting on your bladder, and you end up, you can give yourself like a hemorrhoid or like all kinds of weird like strain pains from doing that. And so you kind of just want to minimize it anyway, so you don't drink as much water during the night. I woke up and I'm like chugging water this morning, and not even chugging, but like I had my coffee, had my water, whatever, and then I go to pee. All I did was just kind of lean over while I was sitting there peeing, and the water comes back up, and I was like, oh, bleh. Just so miserable. It's literally just an absolute circus of misery right now. So yeah, that's like why I don't vlog that much. I know I'm a broken record, but like it's also just because I'm like, I personally love when the comments are really relatable. Like people like, you know, somebody telling me it gets better, you know, telling me like that, you know, just that kind of encouragement and being like, yes, my pregnancy sucked too. It makes me feel better, but I don't know how people who like aren't pregnant and don't plan on being pregnant like feel about me talking about all this really graphic stuff associated with pregnancy. But I'm with Raw Beauty Christy on the fact that being real is like the best policy. You know, I'm not going to be one of those people who's complicit in sugarcoating this like it's just one big miracle and you skate through and now you've got a little miracle human. It's like, no, dude, no, it's a lot. It's a whole lot. I told Leanne, I was like, I can't wait for you to get pregnant, girl. I was like, I will absorb all of your angst, all of it. Just lay it on me. And another girl, Rachel, who makes videos here on the platform, is also pregnant. She's like 17 weeks. So what would that make her? like 12 weeks behind me. She, every time she tells me something that's going on with her, I'm just like, oh yeah, girl, oh yeah. And there's really nothing else to do except just be empathetic. But that empathy goes a really long way. And I super appreciated people being empathetic with me. Yeah, hopefully that's how it's being received, or at least you guys are just curious. I don't know, because these are the themes of my life right now. So yeah, eventually, God, if you're watching this and you're like, I can't wait till she's done being pregnant, girl, me too, okay? I can't wait to stop talking about this. I can't wait for this to stop being an issue. Oh my gosh. Oh, yeah, so anyway, guess I'm gonna take some heartburn medicine. Hello, it's Friday, and I would just like to mark this momentous occasion. I'm dressed and I'm going somewhere. That's right, going to the wild world of Target because we're out of toilet paper. Isn't my life exciting? I'm definitely an aspirational lifestyle influencer. So the house just got cleaned. Yay! A hard restart on the grime that's been accumulating just due to me sitting around and being pathetic. But I am hungry. I am as motivated as you can be. 30 weeks pregnant, yeah. I mean 29 and a half, something like that. And let's see, other things that happened. Mike tried to play La Vie en Rose on the Google thing upstairs, and it just played this like pathetically stuttery version of Andrea Bocelli that wouldn't stop, and we couldn't tell it to stop. And it was like it was haunted and just making this like stuttery opera noise for like 10 minutes, but I finally got it to stop, so you're up to date there. And I need to eat. I need desperately to eat. I think I'm going to go maybe get a smoothie, and then after I get done shopping, I'll probably go grab some sushi. Yes, I eat sushi. Read Emily Oster. It's fine. I'm excited. I'm gonna go grab my stuff and get the heck out of here. I don't even have makeup on or anything. I have sunscreen on, but yeah. And I'm gonna do it before I lose my will to live. Oh, hello. What's RD doing? He says, I'm so happy that they left. They vacuum and it is so loud. I'm so glad that it is over. Wow. Now, well, Munchiekin. Yeah. Oh, very good stretch. Aren't we glad it's Friday? Yes, we are. I've been to 2 Targets. The first Target I got what I set out to get, which is Gaviscon, some liquid Maalox. That's what my life has become, and a lot of toilet paper. But while I was kind of perusing, like you do in Target, it's kind of what happens, I stumbled upon some blackout curtains that I thought were very cute. And there's only one panel. It's a little overpriced in my opinion, but you know, they were cute. And because we want some for the baby's room and probably for our room too, I don't really know. But everything's so picked over. Everything is so picked over. It's crazy. Like everything is like really well stocked in like the regular home section and everything, and then you get to curtains and curtain rods and stuff, because we're gonna have to install a curtain rod, like because we did that wood wall, that's where the window is, and so we would need to like, you know, put a, I don't know what you would call that, it's a curtain rod that, you know, is on the outside instead of the inside of the window. Right? I think that's what we would need. Maybe I need to take a look at it. Anyway, yeah, I did that in the guest room. Looks great, you know, but that was when things were open and I had such a selection. So I decided to drive, you know, 5 minutes down the road and go to the bigger Target, the super Target, the suburban Target, and they also don't have squat. They don't even have the original blackout curtain that I liked. So, to the internet, I guess, but I'm just gonna go stop by the grocery store, and it's just coming up on noon right now. Hilariously exhausted, like hilariously exhausted. I'm wearing one of those like belly support bands and like cushioned shoes and everything, and it's just like, no, I get about 2 hours of mobility tops, and then it's like back to a reclined position, and it is 92 degrees. We are under a heat advisory right now. Don't move here. I would not recommend it. High of 105 today. Get me out of here. And 105 tomorrow, 105 Sunday, ooh, 98 on Monday, brisk. Yeah, and basically it doesn't get below 98 for the high. I mean, it gets below that overnight until like, you know, through at least next Sunday. So, yeah, I'm living in pregnancy hell. It's a lot of just like don't leave your home weather. So I'm just trying to get stuff done in the mornings. But Mike is playing golf at 3:30 today, like a lunatic. I don't know. I was like, I said, Mike, you need to stay really hydrated. He goes, I know, and wear sunscreen. It's like, well, at least I'm getting through. So, yes, gonna go pick up some groceries real quick and head back home. Oh no, I hope that the air conditioner wasn't just like screwing up the audio this whole time. Sorry. Well, hello, Munchkin. Hello. Hello. Oh. Oh. I heard there were some cuddles happening. Oh, wow. Yeah. Hi, buds. You guys love when the bed's made, huh? You get to cuddle. Cuddle, cuddle. Oh, yeah. Bruce hates me. When the vet came the other day to the house, Bruce hid under the bed, and I lured him out with a trail of treats so that I could go get him to the vet, and then the vet gave him a rabies shot. So I think any hatred that Bruce had for me is now like completely solidified. He spends a lot of his like private time just plotting my death. So what are you doing, Purr? What are you doing? He literally has like a one-track mind at all times. It's whatever beverage I am drinking, he wants it, be it milk or ice water, which are the only two things that I drink right now, besides coffee. He literally climbed me like he was gonna like sit in my lap, and I was like, oh, and then he just comes over here and stares at my ice water. Do you know why? Because he wants me to do this, which is just reinforcing it, honestly, but you know, we've created a monster at this point. Never mind the fact that he has a bowl of ice water in there. Nope, wants to be hand fed. And whatever is like the nearest available source is like his source of interest at that point. So it's like, even though this is here and he's got one in the kitchen, if I walk into the bathroom, he's gonna want me to put him up on the sink so he can drink straight from the faucet. Because it's new. So it's just this personality trait that he's always had. Yeah, don't worry about him. We just got him checked out by the vet, and he's like, is it like escalated or anything? Because, you know, they think it might be like, you know, a kidney issue or like, you know, diabetes or something, but he's just always been like that. It's more that he's obsessed. I also just think that he likes attention. He just loves human attention. And so it's his way of getting human attention whenever he wants it. Whereas this guy really could not care less. Mike and I talk about like moving to a place with more property or something like that. And he's like, can you imagine Bruce living in the woods? He's like, he would bring in all kinds of dead stuff. It'd be awful. When we had a mouse issue back before we had like a proper composter, the mouse issue was, you guys might remember that from last summer, it was they were not like nesting in the house, they were outside, and he would bring them in various forms of life. Either completely dead, somewhat dead. We found one under the couch while we were chasing another one that was alive. There was a whole vlog of that. Unlike this guy who tried to follow suit and was like always really excited to participate, but he had a tendency to grab the fattest mouse that was screaming. He would not like disable it, he would not hurt it in any way. It would just be this fat mouse in his mouth, and he'd be standing there at the kitty door with this screaming mouse, and then he would like, as soon as we saw him, he would walk in the kitty door and let it go. We were like, so glad the mouse issue is over, but yeah. It's a tour of the cats if you're new here. Okay, so I'm about to freaking pass out. It's 2 p.m., which is bedtime, honestly. But I figured before I sign off, I would share with you guys the few things that we have gotten since we last checked in for Bebe. Speaking of babies, wow, what a sleepy baby. Oh my God, he's so sweet. Ugh. So this is the Uppa Baby Mesa, and it goes with the Uppa Baby Cruise stroller. So that's coming today, a little bit later today. And Mike's mom got those for us. And basically the car seat can pull out, or the seat pulls out of the car seat basically, and then goes into the stroller. I've heard rave reviews from everybody about that functionality. So we went for that. And then that's for my car. This, I think, is for Mike's car. And I think he picked this out because the running stroller that he got doesn't have that kind of like snappy system or whatever. So yeah, this is what he picked out. And then one of his coworkers sent us, I'm like so appreciative of like the books, like that makes a big difference to me. So this is Bear Snores On. And yeah, I like the idea of kind of people who already have kids, young kids, sending us books that they like, because that's something that we have absolutely no context for, you know, we don't really know. So yay, the room was just cleaned. Look at this, guys. It was so sweet. So someone got us Little Blue Planet. I think it was one of Mike's friends. And then they organized all this stuff for us. We had all the diapers down on the ground and everything, and like the maids just came and they put all this stuff up here. It's so nice. This right here, oddly enough, is like, I don't know, it's like a blanket basket or something, but it doesn't stand up on its own. I'm like, how is that a basket? It's like, does it only stand up when there are things in it? That seems a little bit strange. Then what's the point of a basket? I don't know, but that's from Pottery Barn Kids. We might have to exchange that because it's a flaccid basket, okay? And then my friend Katie sent us this cute little teether right here. And apparently there's more stuff coming, but it all shipped separately. And then also this, which is a little bit bigger, 6 to 12 months. It's just kind of this little flaxy colored, you know, little romper guy. So yeah, we got the car seats, we're getting the stroller, cute little odds and ends, some books, and then our flaccid basket. Yeah. But yeah, let me know what other kind of things you guys want to see in the vlogs, because my life is pretty repetitive right now. So if you want to see something shared, yeah, be specific. I will try and accommodate those kinds of requests. But yeah, we have reached the time of day where I have to go and sunset myself. So I'm going to go and probably put a robe back on and hydrate and probably nap it off. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for continuing to be curious about my mundane life. And I will see you guys in the next one.